I don't believe Pancho was actually created in the way that we think, like somebody like got a rock and sculpted it or carved it. He was found in an ancient archaeological site in Mexico. The name of that site is called Monte Alban. And Monte Alban was the capital of the Zapoteca Empire. Zapotecas were an indigenous tribe that lived in that area of Mexico about 2,500 years ago. Even though he was found in Zapoteca land, I actually have spoken with several crystal skull researchers and experts, and they believe that he was brought to the Zapotecas. And they told me that the ones who brought him to the Zapotecas were probably the Olmecas. The Olmecas were an indigenous civilization. Well, they were the oldest indigenous civilization in Mesoamerica. According to their legends and the ruins and the evidence that they left behind, these Olmecs actually came from another part of the world. They came from Africa. They came from West Africa. They had a lot of contact with the West African tribes, especially with the tribe that's called Dogon. And Dogon, this was an African tribe that had a very strong connection with the star system of Sirius. And there's a lot of evidence that the Dogons were actually visited by a civilization which they called gods, and they came in chariots, but they were visited by these extraterrestrials from a planet that revolves around the second star in the binary system of Sirius, which we call Sirius B. The name of that planet is called Nomos. I actually believe that that is the true origin of Pancho, that he does come from Nomos. He was brought from the Nomos people to the Dogons in West Africa. The Dogons brought him to the Olmecs. The Olmecs brought him to the Zapotecs. Zapotecs buried him in Monte Alban. He was discovered about 60 years ago. And now he's here with us, and he is helping and supporting humanity to raise the frequency and the vibration of the planet. Crystal emits energy. It also stores data and information. The crystal, for lack of a better way of saying it, is the memory of Mother Earth. It is conscious. It can actually communicate with each other. Crystal to crystal, two crystals can communicate with each other. We are crystal. Our bodies are made up of water. 70% of our bodies are made up of water, and water is crystalline. Our bones are the closest to crystal that we do have in our body. The significance of crystal is that you can store memory and information, and you can extract it also. I mean, think about our computer microchips. They're made out of crystal. Those SIM cards that we have on our cell phones, they're also made out of crystal. Even our rocket ships and spaceships and satellites, all the information about GPS and radio waves and all of that information is all stored in a piece of crystal. We are a crystalline society. Well, see, the ancients used these skulls as computers, and the ancients were very symbolic in everything that they did. And when they created their computers, they made them in the shape of skulls because to them, the skulls represented wisdom. They represented knowledge. They represented consciousness. It was kind of like the store of the brain. And since the crystal was storing all the information, it was kind of like the brain, and therefore they shaped them in the shape of a skull because to them that symbolized, or that's the significance was a brain, knowledge, and wisdom. He does his work like any computer does. He uploads and downloads information. You know, the ancients not only figured out that crystal stores data and stores information, but they also figured out that they didn't need a monitor. They did not need a mouse or a keypad in order to work with the computer. They knew that they could do it using electromagnetic waves of the brain. So just by being in close proximity to Pancho, you are receiving a download, or he is uploading information just by using electromagnetic waves of the brain waves. Pancho has shown up right now at this time because we are at the end of a cycle. We call it the Mayan calendar. And as many people have heard, the Mayan calendar ends on December 21st, 2012. If you notice, Pancho has 18 teeth. He has 9 teeth on top, 9 teeth on the bottom. 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. So it's 999. What he's trying to tell us here is that we are at the time of completion. 9, according to numerology, is the number of completion. And Pancho is here to remind us that we are at the completion of the Mayan calendar. As we know, the Mayan calendar ends on December 21st, 2012. What a lot of people don't know is that there's also another important 9, and that 9 is 9 levels of consciousness. When the Mayas divided time up, they divided them into 9 levels. Actually, even the way that they built their pyramids was in 9 levels. The base part of the pyramid was the largest unit of time, and as time accelerated, the unit of time became smaller and smaller, which is the top of the pyramid. We are actually right now at the top of the pyramid. We just entered the 9th level according to the Mayan calendar. The date that we entered the 9th level was on March 9th, 2011. So the question is this: does the Mayan calendar end on October 28, 2011 or December 21st, 2012? Well, actually, the Baktun, which is that unit of time, does end on December 21st, 2012. But the 9th level of consciousness ends on October 28th, 2011. So what happens between October 28th, 2011 and December 21st, 2012? Well, the Mayas have done this before, that they actually have a time that there is no time. October 28th, 2011 to December 21st, 2012, there is not a time there that is recorded in the Mayan calendar. So I believe, and according to the communications that I've gotten from Pancho, this is going to be a very critical time in our history. This is where most of the major shifts will be occurring on the planet. This is where there will be social shifts, political shifts, and probably even geographical and earth shifts. So we have the choice. We have the choice whether we want to raise our own frequency and raise the vibration of our planet. And how do we do that? Well, it's actually not even a how question. It's a be question. Who do we get to be in order to be, in order to raise the frequency and vibration of the planet? Well, we get to be everything that Pancho reminds us that we are. Loving, powerful, strong, creative, passionate, compassionate, courageous, authentic, vulnerable men and women. When we operate at those levels of consciousness, from those higher chakra levels, we save our planet and we save ourselves.